Supersonic, ultra cool. Gotta blast off, gotta move it. I'm burning away past cool. Technotronic, freedom fighting. I'm defining super cool. I've got talents, way amazing. I ain't nobody's fool. Gotta rock it, gotta choose it. Gotta blast off, gotta move it. Technotronic, freedom fighting, undefining super cool. I've got talents, way amazing. I ain't nobody's fool. Gotta rock it, gotta choose it. I'm hypersonic, ultra cool. Gotta blast off, gotta move it. I'm burning away past cool. Technotronic, freedom fighting. I'm defining super cool. I've got talents, way amazing. I ain't nobody's fool. Technotronic, freedom fighting. I'm defining super cool. I've got talents,
People of cyberspace, what is going on? Where is my button? I have acquired my button. Hello. What is going on? Will, how goes it? And any lurkers in the cyberspaces, what the hickory dickory dock is going on, and how is everybody doing on this day of the week in which we're just all trying to stay warm up in here? And this space heater is like all up in my pants right now, and it's a little too hot. It's a little too warm, so I'm gonna back her on up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna back the truck up. You know, put her back there. I'm gonna get in the right spot, so I'm in focus with all my junks. How's everybody doing today? I'm pretty much all ready to be trapped at home for a few days. So it's funny. On my way home today, so first of all, it's kind of become a routine. I have this like Sunday evening routine where I go to the gym, and then I leave the gym, and then I go to Kroger, and that's when I do like all the grocery shopping. And I've been trying to do this every week. What is on my finger? Ugh. I've been trying to do this every week so that it's not, it's not a big deal. I'm not having to spend $900 at the grocery store because I only go once a quarter. Just go every week and get a few random things as part of the routine, whatever. So long story short, I did not do that on Sunday, and for reasons. And then I decided, okay, I'm just going to go. I was off yesterday. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to go Tuesday on my way home. And little did I know that it would be, basically, when I pulled into Kroger, I didn't even think about it. And the parking lot looked like it was like Thanksgiving morning or Christmas Eve or something crazy like that. I was like, oh yeah, snowpocalypse, snowmageddon is a thing that's occurring here. In a few days, so I didn't even think about it. But then, like, there were no baskets. It was actual, literal, living, breathing chaos. Black Friday at the mall in 1999. Yes, 100%. And so I go in there. I was like, okay, whatever. I need a handful of things, and by a handful, I mean a cart would have been nice. And so this guy was walking around Kroger with just like an armful of stuff, and then my wife and I get these like protein shakes, just in case, in case of emergency, and we don't have time to make something or whatever, you can just grab a protein shake and go on with your life or whatever. So needed to grab a few of those, and I'm standing there like with all this stuff in my arms, and I'm just like sit there and I look around for 20, 30 seconds. It's like, well, all right, let's do this. So I just start shoving all of the protein shakes in my hoodie pocket and my back pocket, like all my pockets. So I thought, surely if anybody sees how ridiculous I look with literally all of these protein shakes falling out of my pockets, they will know that I'm not trying to steal this stuff. I just simply can't hold it all. Shoplifter, right? So yeah, anyway, nobody stopped me. So that was good. Otherwise, it is what it is. It is what it is. There were a bazillion people there. So, had to get all their, I will say there was no milk. There was no milk. I was not there for milk, but I walked by the milk. Literally all the milk was gone. So there's that. Whew. I can't tell if I'm hot or cold. It's this very strange phenomenon where like I'm actively moving around and stuff, and it's really cold outside. And in this room, I know I've talked about this before, this room kind of amplifies whatever the temperature is outside. So when it's hot outside, it's a freaking furnace up here. And when it's cold outside, it's like skating on ice on this floor. But it's fine. Everything is fine. I just can't decide what temperature it is. Whew. I keep a good supply of food at home. I just did a slightly bigger than normal run this weekend. I'm ready, just not really ready for cleaning off the dry. Yes. Every year, or every time this happens, I think, man, frick. I should buy a snow shovel for the one time a year it snows, and I never do. You'd think I'd learn by now, but here we are. But what are you gonna do? Maybe someday I will. Maybe this year is the year that I do. Who knows? Who knows? East Tennessee prepare me for snow chores. I believe that. I believe that 1,000,000,000%. June is the best time to buy one. I could definitely see that. Let me set a reminder on my phone. Remind me on June 1st at 10 a.m. to buy a snow shovel. Perfect. I will get that in a few months, and I will loll. Okay, what are we doing here? Before we get too far down the road, we got a busy night. We've got a busy night ahead of us, and I'm sorting through some random nonsense from the last few streams. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, hope you text me when I order. Yes, I will. I will do that. Will I will do that. Remind me on June 1st at 9:02 a.m. to text Will and say I bought a snow shovel. Great. Hopefully I forget, and then that goes off, and I remember, and I laugh again. Okay. So, hang on. Let me reorganize my junk here. There's too many junks in the ways, and all my buttons are scuba-dived. Hang on. Where the frick is the camera? Love that. Hold, please. It's going to be a fun Monday morning for... Is that a Monday? Yikes. Okay, let me see what the hickory smoked horse dingus is going on here. Yeah. Yeah, da, da, da. Wait, what the... Oh, there she blows. There is her blowing. Okay. I forgot that I was messing with this the other day, and a guy pressed the wrong button, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Why is this so weird? Why is this scaled to a weird... Why is this... Whoa, don't do that. None of that. No. Okay, that's good. Everything about that's fine. Okay, fantastic. Everything. Okay, I can see things now. Okay. All right, so before we get rocking and rolling here, we got a little bit of business to tend to. If you're picking up what I'm putting down out here in cyberspace land, we got to see what's going on inside this Pokemon card thing, Happy Meal nonsense that I got in... Why does this say 2024? Surely this is not for 2024. Anyway, let's reach on in there, you know what I'm saying? Reach on in there. Are we empty? Ooh, yes. Okay, let's hide that over here. And just as a reminder, this is what I have right here. Super Ducky. That I was here to witness the reminder. Love that. I'll be sure to update everybody when all this stuff happens. Hopefully you're doing fantastic, Super Ducky. You're here just in time for the weekly McDonald's Happy Meal unboxing. So we got some hollow bros there. I am actually going to keep this Charizard because I am a fan of the original 151. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway, so the rest are going to somebody. I forgot who they're going to. But, dropped. Things were dropped. If it's delivered before the June 2nd stream, I feel like we deserve a peek. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Don't let me forget, Will. Don't let me forget. So we got stickers of body parts stickers. Look at that. Gotta love it when there are body parts to be stuck upon posters. And we got a poster here. Some of those poster looking nonsense. Look at that. That's great. Love it when we can stick things where they go. And then we've got a thin Pikachu, not the 90s like fat Pikachu, but like the thin Baby Pikachu. Gotta love that. I don't know who these are. I don't know who these bros are. So somebody please educate me if you know. Glad the Happy Meal tradition is also continuing. Yeah, I've kind of it's become a weekly thing to have some kind of show and tell. So it may not always be a Happy Meal because, to be honest, we're kind of running out of Happy Meal things to open. But, there will be some show and tell element, if you will, because show and tell was always my favorite subject in elementary school. Okay, let's open her up, whip her out. Come on now. Woo! Look at that. Mana. Yeah. I know literally nothing about Pokemon, so those are definitely things. Yes, I feel that. Okay. I don't know. Hang on, let me see which one is. Okay. Yeah. This is the right way to do this. Okay. We got another Quagsire. I don't know who Quagsire is, but I did see that we have acquired a Quagsire over here. Yeah, some of that. There is in fact a Jigglypuff. I will actually give that to my wife because she likes Jigglypuff and Kirby and anything of that flavor of thing. So we got a Quagsire and we got Dragapult, which I'm pretty sure. Yes, we in fact had a Dragapult over here. So we got 2 Dragapults. Blessings are falling from the heavens as we speak. We got another Charizard. Love that. And then we got a Dragonite. A hollow Dragonite. That's cool. I can get behind that. So we got 2 Charizards. We got these hollows. That's what they say, hollows, right? Do I sound like an unk? I'm not sure. We got the 2 Dragapults, and we got the Jigglypuff. Yeah, so we got some cool stuff going on there. Look at that. Look at all that nonsense. But hey, actually, that Dragonite's pretty cool. I do like Dragonite. I did back in my day when there were only 151 discovered Pokemans. Dragonite was one of my go-tos for a little period of time. So there's that. That's exciting. Love that. Okay. So, that's all the things. We said hollers in East Tennessee, but that just made a road between 2 hills. Oh, interesting. I love that. Okay, a guy needs to strip down here. So, everybody, cover yourselves. We've got to just everybody just don't freak out. Oh no, it's not. Things are coming with the things that are coming. Oh! Ow! Frick! Ugh! PG's. Okay. Oh no, my in-ear cable is outside of my clothing. That can't be. Hold on, let me rerun my wires. I did, in fact, mess up my hair. That's very unfortunate. I know it's the worst. I'll put my hair back on shortly. Okay. This is great. This may be the most professional stream of my career. Okay. I can hear again. That's great. Fantastic. Okay. What are we doing here today? We're playing some video games. You know what I'm saying? We're playing some video games. Boom Tails and the Sonic Squad 892. What is going on? How is it going? It is so unbelievably great to see you on this day of the week. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Okay. So, this is a Commodore 64. And this is a thing. So, let me give a little preamble here. So, my experience with the Commodore 64 is not. I did not have this as a kid. I know there are some people that are super ultra nostalgic about this, but they, especially in the UK, this was like big in the UK. I didn't know anybody that had one of these. I don't know anybody that grew up with one of these. But yeah. So this system, it's a computer for those of you who do not know. But this device, this computer, it was a whole thing. I mean, there were a handful of different computers like this that it was kind of I don't know. I don't. There is like a Commodore like CRT TV that you can get to, and it's just Commodore branded. It's not really. I don't necessarily think there's much difference between that and other monitors or whatever. But doing good. That's great to hear. 71 subscribers. Well, stick at it. Keep at it, and you'll absolutely get there. Do you post Sonic stuff or what kind of things are on your channel? Anyway, so yeah, so I didn't know anything about this thing for the longest time, and it wasn't until the N64 came out that I heard about the Commodore 64. I don't think I saw anything about it in magazines or anything like that, but there was I want to say it was like after the N64 came out and I had internet access and I was on some websites and I found people talking about the Commodore 64, and my first thought was, I didn't know there was another 64-bit console like the Nintendo 64. Hilarious. Which will probably be even funnier once we see some of the games on this thing. but yeah, so I thought that. But a big reason why I came across it was because there were a lot of like really kind of like obscure kind of stuff that I was into, like Transformers and Johnny Five from Short Circuit. There were games on this thing for those IPs. There were just some really strange out there games for this thing. And so I was very intrigued, but I never had one. And so I got into chiptune stuff. I was trying to think about this earlier. I don't even remember when exactly I got into the chiptune stuff. I think it was... I don't know when I discovered it, but I know that I started really getting into it when I was listening to an internet radio station called rainwave.cc. And actually, we're just going to do this live, and I want to see if this is still there. Does this work? Of course it doesn't work. Why would that work? So rainwave.cc, it was like this this website that you could go to that you'd make an account and you could request music to play. It was specifically video game music, just specifically video game music. And what am I doing? I can't focus on what I'm doing while also simultaneously... Which freaking desktop is this? Okay. There we go. Okay, so anyway, rainwave.cc. So let's check her out. Hopefully this doesn't flash prawns all over the screen. Okay, we're good. We're in the clear. This actually looks very similar to the last time I looked at it many, many years ago. But basically, it's just always playing music. I'm not going to play it right now because it's going to blast our ear holes. But you can request video game music, and then as they're coming up, then it suggests the three that people have asked for, and then you can vote. So, however you vote, I'm not logged in, so probably it won't let me vote. But yeah, so it was like this whole thing. I got big into this, and you'd basically just listen to video game music all day. Like I used to be a programmer, a web developer, so I would just sit in front of a computer all day long and listen to video game music. And there are different channels here. There's like just straight up video game music, and then there's covers and then different like overclocked remixes. They're basically just covers. They're like, you know, different remixes of songs, specifically of the overclocked remix variety, if you're familiar with that website. And there's chiptune stuff. And I used to listen to the chiptune area all the time. And inevitably in the chiptune area, there was just a ton of stuff that would come up based on Commodore 64 hardware. And super cool. It's how I discovered so many different artists, which is very cool. And I'm actually, I wanted to see if this was still here. This is one of my old bands playing. We did some chiptune versions of our albums, and did a handful of some other tracks here. So anyway, I have some stuff on this website. So that's cool. I forgot that was here. But anyway, that's how I kind of got exposed to Commodore 64, the way that it sounded. And I really fell in love with the sound of this machine. It's just such a cool sound. And it's very similar to me to the Genesis sound chip, where in the hands of somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, it can make your ears bleed. But in the hands of a genius, it can really do some amazing stuff. And so like just hearing the way the Commodore 64 sounds in the hands of the right artist, the right musician, it sings. It's like a chef's kiss. But anyway, I wound up picking up a Commodore 64 a few years back. I wanted to find one in the wild. In the wild, I wound up getting it off of Whatnot, which is it's like an auction site where it's like a live stream. So it's like this, but people on there are selling stuff. So you can bid on, you know, whatever the heck that they're selling, and it's like Twitch mixed with eBay, basically. And anyway, so I wound up getting a Commodore 64 off there. I got it for $20 plus $30 shipping. Whatnot equals danger for credit cards. Yes, exactly. It was $20 plus $30 shipping, so $50 all in. It was untested, but it came with a bunch of games. It came with a disc drive, a cassette drive, like all this stuff. It did end up needing a little bit of work, and that's a whole nother conversation. But that actually is not this one. That one is up on my shelf, being hidden by this symbol, and I'll actually show that one to you. Hold, please. So this is oh frick. I just literally shocked myself. That's great. Hopefully my camera will come back. Hopefully it will emerge from the depths. That's exciting. Hopefully I didn't just freaking fry something. I literally just like shocked my microphone. That's riveting. Love that. Hold, please. Okay, anyway. So we're gonna look at it this way. But yeah, this is that one, and it needed. I wound up putting it in a new shell, just because the other one was cracked. It was yellowed. It was not attractive looking, and so I wound up got this one. And yeah, it has like a Noctua fan in it, and I recapped it. I did a bunch of stuff to this, and you may be asking yourself, why the heck am I not using this one? And I'm using this other one here that is not visible right now. But yeah, so this one, this is like a stock keyboard, and the stock keyboard is not the most pleasant thing in the universe to type on. Oh, look at us, we're back. Look at us being back there. Let me zoom on in there. But anyway, yeah, this is that one that I restored, and this other one that I have here, this is a newer one that these actually just came out last year. And this one has it has HDMI output, which is nice, so I don't have to mess with all the like upscalers and all that kind of stuff. I can just plug an HDMI cable in and boom. Long story short, this original one, it's a little cumbersome to use. This one has a lot of more modern features on it. It has a mechanical keyboard, so it feels nice to use. It has the RGBs, you know what I'm saying? I have to have the thing that has, like you can see the guts, the translucent nonsense. I just love that. I love that so much. How's your day? My day is I'm doing well today. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. But yeah, so let's. I'm gonna stop blabbing because we have many games to go through here. Coffee Cup Arcade, friend of the channel, Coffee Cup Arcade, actually sent me a care package, a zip file with a handful of games that he recommended, and I actually threw some other games in there that I knew that I wanted to play. So we're gonna play a bunch of random games on this thing today, and I don't know. We're probably not gonna make it through them all, but we're gonna play as many games as we can. So yeah. I don't mind the modern flair. It makes it easier to keep using the hardware over time instead of also having to find older tech to use it. Nostalgia. Yeah, and that was a big thing. Like the thing that I do like about this is an official Commodore product. So Commodore has returned from the ashes, and they basically made this is an FPGA. We've been over this recreation of the Commodore 64 hardware, but it has some cool changes to it where you can actually put the sound chip, the SID chip, two of them, actual chips inside of it, and so you can do stuff like it is capturing the magic of the original and giving you some modern enhancements. So I don't necessarily know. I may end up selling the one that I restored. I don't know. We'll see. But this is just so much easier to deal with. It's lighter. The other one is, this has a lot less going on the inside of it than the original one does. The original one also gets really hot. It's concerns me how hot some of these chips get on it. But anyway, what's going on, Low Ryden? How's it going? So great to see you. Okay, let's start doing things here so we can proceed with whatever the heck this stream is going to be as this thing keeps slapping me in the lips. Stay. Thank you. Okay. So first of all, let me zoom out just a tad. Yeah. Okay, so we got a menu here. So this makes it also there are all kinds of cool things that this does, and this is kind of. There are some different things that you can do to mod the original Commodore 64 to kind of get it in line with this hardware, such as adding a mechanical keyboard to it. But the price of all of these things individually, adding them onto the original hardware is kind of insane. So anyway. Okay. So, but we got this. Oh, no. So we got all kinds of things in here. We got I have a little USB dongle in here that has all the games Mother Nature gave us. Well, not all of them, but many of them. And this can do all kinds of stuff like emulating different like you can do like RAM expansions and all kinds of stuff can be done with this, which is I love how flexible this is. It also has you can connect it to it has an Ethernet jack on it, so you can physically connect it to your network. You can connect it to Wi-Fi network. You can they do have a service where you can download games. You can browse. I haven't done any of this, so maybe if Coffee Cup Arcade joins us, he can guide me through checking this out. But there are I forgot what it's called. You can actually browse websites on this thing that are specifically tailored for display on this. So, I wonder whether they're going to be scary, but not as scary as getting mangled. Oh, my goodness, gravy pants. Gravy all over my face and pants pinned if I don't say so myself. I love getting the oh no. Every once in a while, we've talked about this. Sometimes things will leave my lips, and I'll be like, immediately as it exits my mouth, I'm like, that was a mistake. But sometimes, I don't realize it's a mistake till after the fact. Anyway, so the Commodore 64. This is actually a very, very interesting. The keyboard layout is very unique, and the first time, watch the stream on the C64. Now that would be quite a thing. That'd be quite a thing. First time I used this keyboard, I was like, what am I doing with this keyboard? Because they're different. You got the QWERTY, whatever. The keys, those keys are as per usual, but then you got some of these the shift stuff up here that's a little the asterisk is over here, the @ sign is over, like different things are in different places. But the thing that really threw me off is that you don't have up, down, left, right keys on this. You've got an up and down key, which you have to hold shift to go back up to change directions, and then you have a left and right key that you have to hold shift to go left and right. This menu is actually they implemented a WASD navigation, so that's cool. But yeah, anyway, okay. So let's dive on in here. And the cool thing about this is, and I don't have the box, otherwise I would have showed you guys this, but unboxing this was like, this was one of the nicest, the nicest unboxing experiences that I've ever had for something that's not like, has how do I say this? Something that doesn't have like a ton of inserts and whatever. They had, oh, did I take a picture? Well, I'm not going to look for that. It'll take me forever to find that. But they had just like all this super, super nice little a welcome banner on the inside. And then they had this little box on the inside where like the AC adapter and some other things were. And it was just like, you can tell that they really cared about the presentation of this thing, because you'd open up the box to pull out the AC adapter, and that gum, it's not really glue, but it's kind of like sticky, tacky kind of stuff. It's clear. They had that on a few of the different things in the box, so that you would very specifically, you'd open the box, and then it would everybody would be presented with the items in the exact same orientation. It was just like without a bunch of inserts and cutouts and whatever. It was just like an open box with all this stuff kind of just arranged very specifically, and it's just very intentional, and I appreciate that. But like a cool thing. So the Commodore 64 had has like a tape. It had like a floppy disk kind of deal for games and software and whatever, but it also had like a tape thing where you could put cassette tapes in, and software games were on those cassette tapes, and then it would have to spend, the next 75 minutes of your life copying, reading the games off the tapes. But as kind of a tribute to that, it came with this cassette tape that is not really a cassette tape. It's actually a floppy disk, a USB drive, which this has USB ports on the back, so you could plug this in, and it comes with a bunch of games and a bunch of different things you can explore on here. So just like really, really cool little details like that. I love the heck out of the details. I'm a total sucker for all the details. But yeah, and I actually copied all the stuff off of this onto the drive that's in the back of this thing, so I don't have to plug that in whenever I want to use it. But then it also came with, and I have an original one of these somewhere. I think it's in the other room. But this is kind of like a recreation of the original Commodore 64 manual. Oh, by the way, there are stickers. They included stickers. I am a total sucker for stickers. These are the SID chips, the 850 8580, good grief, and 6581. These are two flavors of the sound chips, and then this is actually the cassette tape reader. Just, cool details like that. I appreciate that. This is the floppy disk reader, floppy disk drive. But they kind of like recreated the original manual, but updated it with all the stuff pertaining to this specific device. So you got like, I mean, it's just like it blows my mind the amount of detail that they went through to kind of to reprint this manual and update it for the modern device. Talking about connecting to Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, I appreciate the heck out of this kind of stuff, truly. And if I screw something up here, then I may have to dive into that. We'll see. But anyway, so we got some video games going on here, and we do have, there's different ways that you can, there are different folders here that kind of, it's the type of game ROM that's in there. So you got the cartridges here, and then you got like the discs. So this would be like the actual image of the floppy disk, and then you got like tape images of the cassette tapes, like all kinds of stuff like that. But there are people have converted some of the, and side note, whenever you load one of these images of a floppy disk, it takes a long time to load, as it would have originally. But some people have converted those to cartridges because this thing, it has here, you can plug cartridges in to use cartridge. And this thing does work with like original hardware. Like I mentioned earlier, you can plug the original sound chips into this thing. You can plug an original joystick into this. You can actually plug an original keyboard up to it if you want to do that. It does have a connector, a spot specifically to plug an original keyboard in. So I thought that was, I appreciate those kinds of details. But anyway, we're going to try and play as many of the cartridge ROMs as we can. I think I got distracted. Some people have converted some of these other slower methods of playing games, like the floppy disk, the cassette tapes, over to the cartridge format so they load faster. So anyway, okay, so let's see. This right here is the folder that Coffee Cup Arcade sent me, and I put some different things in here. So and we're gonna see, and mileage may vary with some of this stuff. It's definitely possible that some of this stuff may not work. That's kind of something that I've run into with all this stuff. So yeah, and I did in fact, Super Ducky, I did in fact download the Sonic the Hedgehog port on here. So we'll definitely check that out at some point tonight. But yeah, look at all that. Look at all of that stuff. And let's just start here at the top.
April 22nd, 2024, Michael K. said, "What am I slapping?"
I do, in fact, also wonder what I was slapping. I'm curious. Drink some more of my OJ. I don't know why I've been on such an OJ kick lately. But here we are. And this is actually not a cartridge game, so this is actually going to take a little bit to load. Hopefully it doesn't take for literal ever. But yeah. And I forgot to show my joystick here. So I do not have an original Commodore 64 joystick. This is a Monster Joysticks joystick, and it has some it's two buttons. It has a very nice micro switch. Micro switch joystick there for the action. And of course, I had to get the straight up clear nonsense because that's just what I had to do. And yeah, so I'm kind of always checking out different eyeballing different joysticks for this thing. I know that there's a newer one by Retro Frog that Coffee Cup Arcade actually helped him QA. So that's cool. That's kind of on my wanted list, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that just yet. This is actually taking forever. Is this thing loading? There actually is a little a detail. I don't know if you can hear this. Okay, it actually just stopped the moment I moved it. It has a little. Okay, hold on. It has a little speaker in it, so you can hear like disk drive sounds and stuff like that. Too Tough, what is going on? How's it going? So good to see you. Katie, it took 115 on the data set, which should be around 15 minutes. It would almost always crash when loaded years later. A turbo tape was done, and it would load in 20 seconds of work. Oh, nice. 15 minutes? That's wild. That's wild. You'd have to be committed. This music, though. this music, quite a thing. Select number of plays. And here's the thing with this stuff. Like, the question is, what are the controls here? Press F7 to start. Okay, look at that. Does the joystick work? Yes, it does. Okay, so we're shooting. We're just shooting. You know what I'm saying? Well, as I look at chat and decease, and my ship literally splits in half. Look at all that. Look at all that. Oh, the laser overheats. That's a mechanic. That's a thing. So don't go crazy shooting the laser. You know what I'm saying? Look at all that. Look at the skill that this requires. The precision, the actual precision that this requires. I'm being shot at. I don't know what these cells are doing in outer space, but here we are. Whoop. Whoop. Frick! Get out of here! Okay. Ah! It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Pew pew. What? Yep. I totally moved. That was a lie. I was sabotaged. Straight up sabotaged. Frick! And the interesting thing about Commodore 64 games is that graphically, they're very, very all over the place. Quite all over the place.
Current DSI count is 707. This is the first of the day. Noob.
And not all over the place in a bad way, but just like some games look way better than others. You know, you got like this style of game, and then you got like I checked out just like 30 seconds of the Sonic port last night just to make sure it worked, and looks great, plays great, sounds great. I did not know how badly I needed to hear that Sonic 1 Master System / Game Gear soundtrack played on a SID chip. Woo! Goodness gracious. Good gravy pants. Game over. Fond memories of the 64 and introduction to the piracy scene. By Turbo Distribution, I ended up in the Amiga scene because of Turbo and ended up supplying. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, my experience with this hardware and not only this, but like, you know, the Amiga and like what's the Atari computer, the Atari ST, right? Yeah, I just I had very, very no experience with that beyond just like loading it up on an emulator and checking out a few a few different things or whatever. But it's pretty funny that it's playing the Star Wars theme, smiley face. Jose Romero, what's going on? How's it going? What inspired me to get it? So I have had the Commodore 64 on my wish list for a very long time, and I talked about this a little bit earlier, but long story short, to me, the main reason I wanted one specifically was to get to use it in my music, because I have the come on now. I have the ability to basically every song since Undefeatable was the first song that I used this in, but this is a Sega Genesis sound chip, a YM2612 that is in the form of a synthesizer. And so every song that I have done since Undefeatable has had this exact chip playing in those tracks. And I do have like some plugins where I can play Genesis sounds and it can, kind of emulate this thing. But there's just something special to me about using the actual hardware. And same with some of the Super Nintendo sounds that I have in my music. I have a Super MIDI pack, which is a cartridge that plugs into the Super Nintendo, and you can send MIDI to it and play sounds. So the same thing with this. I specifically wanted this to be able to play music with it. And I have it's not plugged in right now, but this is a Messiah cartridge for the Commodore 64. You plug a MIDI cable in here, and then you can and you can send MIDI to this thing and play it, use this thing like a synthesizer. So I think Real SID sounds better than these FPGA chips. Yeah, I'm working on getting some SID chips for it. I absolutely am going to do that. I have an original SID chip in my my other one. My this one has a real SID chip in it, and I don't want to take it out and put it in the FPGA one. But we will. So I'm gonna have to get another too. But yeah. Anyway, that's that whole thing. Okay. Hurricane was big on the Atari 800 and ST scene. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, I know nothing about those systems. Literally nothing. Okay, so let's see. Let's do another disc one. So this is one that I think somebody on Threads suggested this one. So let's see what this is all about. I just can't get over all the little details in this little like flash drive cassette. I appreciate it. Appreciate the details. Every time I look, I have it like sitting over here on my desk. Every time I look over at it, it just makes me smile. So is anybody playing anything cool? Whenever we're loading games, we're gonna have to have some conversations here. Last night I actually beat Silent Hill F, which I'd been playing off and on for the past few months. Threads is also a very good movie about nuclear war and based in Britain. If you haven't watched it, I did not know that. I have not heard of that. That's cool. It's frightening. That's just more things to worry about, right? But yeah, I've been playing Silent Hill F since it came out. I told this story a few streams ago, but I wasn't really digging it for a while. It's set in what is it? Is it in the 1960s? I think in Japan. And 1950s, 1960s, I forgot. Maybe it's the 50s. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I started playing it in Japanese with English subtitles because like whenever I watch anime, I always watch it subbed instead of dubbed. I mean, no judgment to anybody who watches stuff dubbed or whatever. But I just thought, hey, look at all that. Look at that animation. Oh wait, this is like whatever, the Great Mouse Detective or whatever. But anyway, I couldn't get into it. I could not get into it playing it in Japanese, and then I wound up I took a break from it for like a month, and then, listen to that. Love that. This is straight up cracked. Straight up cracked. Ooh. And I came back to it like a month ago. And the Great Mouse Detective. There it is. Came back to it like a month ago, and I started. I was like, I have no clue what's going on or where I am. Let me watch a recap of the first little bit of the game. So I can get my bearings again. And that recap I watched on YouTube had the game with English voices, and it just clicked with me when I watched it in English. So I was like, okay. And then I switched it to English, and I actually quite enjoyed it. Whoa! Is this a joystick game or? See, this is the thing. Oh wait, is this like a mouse thing? I don't have a mouse. That's the only situation here. I do not possess a mouse. Okay, I can spacebar. This kind of. Maybe I do need a mouse. I don't know. But yeah, it's Silent Hill F. It was interesting. It's very, very, very abstract. There's lots of symbolism and all kinds of stuff. Okay, maybe we're not getting very far here because I do not possess a mouse, and I'm assuming you need the mouse to play that because the joystick isn't working. I also don't know. Some of these games, it's like a whole thing with the joystick being in controller port 2, but sometimes some games want it in controller port 1, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. This may be one of those games. I can start the game, but I cannot move. Okay. Fantastic. Riveting. Anyway. Okay. Jose, you've been playing Hades 2. Nice. I've been playing Hades 1 for like I don't know, a year, like probably like 2 years now. I've been playing it off and on, just making a little bit of progress, a little bit at a time. Let's play Fantasy World Dizzy. We've been talking about this the past few weeks. I played this game a lot on NES, so that's kind of been my experience with Dizzy. Starring the Yoke Folk. Look at that. Alone in the Dark back in the day on 3DO, a friend always played Monkey Island on the Amiga. Did you know 3DO was part developed? Oh, I did not know that 3DO was part developed by Amiga developers. That's cool. Gremlin Graphics is, I remember, about 20 minutes from my home. Nice. Very cool. I have a video of Modern Sonic singing over your cover of Undefeatable. Nice. Nice. Threads, the movie was produced by Mick Jackson and written by Barry Hines. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. That's cool. Are we just endlessly bouncing? Oh wait, let me flip the switch here, maybe. Why are we jumping repeatedly? Question mark. Why is this a thing? I wonder. Oi, where do you think you're going? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just a jumping egg. Apparently. You were burnt by the flames. You lost a life. I wonder if this this joystick is doing crazy things. I might need to flip the mode on this. I forgot which one which direction the switch is supposed to be. Let me see. Let me turn her off here and load the cartridge up again. After I flip the switch here. So I flipped it over, doing that, and let's try it again. Did I mention this stream was going to be a lot of tinkering and stuff? I don't believe I did. But here we are. Here we are in this corner of cyberspace. Let's try this again. I couldn't go back to a joystick after using a D-pad, especially.
Hold on to your butt.
Especially an SNES pad. The only joystick that was reliable was those bulletproof Atari sticks. Yeah, so I'm using a Monster joystick here. So this is quite a nice feeling joystick. Okay, yeah, had it in the wrong mode, so we were just endlessly jumping. Are you carrying a fresh green apple, a jug of water? Oh, you are carrying a fresh green apple. Choose an item to drop. Okay. Everybody calm down. Wait, hang on. Okay. Left and right moves up and down. Nailed it. Let's see. I always like the Neo Geo stick. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that is a good one. I've always let me see if I drop the jug of water, if I can extinguish the fire. Oh frick! As I leap into the flames like a freaking foolish egg. Whew, look at that. You were burnt by the flames. You lost a life, you fool. Is that bread? You are carrying too much to hold. You are carrying a jug of water, a stale loaf of bread. Great. Can I speak to you? Do you want to talk? Oi, where do you think you're going? I am going to stand right here, and I'm going to try to give you this moldy bread. And by moldy, I mean stale. Can I not? Oh, because it's trying to pick up the apple that I dropped or whatever. Stale loaf of bread. Great. This music is very uplifting to be in a literal dungeon being guarded by this like dragon gremlin looking thing and the flames and then like the literal dead body that's hanging from the ceiling. And this Dizzy's just like dancing here. I like this music though. It's pretty good. What if I jumped into your face? Nothing. I get thrown back. Wait. Oh, wait. How do I... Okay, everybody calm down. Everybody calm yourselves for a moment. How do I... Oh, frick. I dropped the water. I dropped the freaking water. Okay. Okay, I've collected the water. How... Choose an item to use or drop. How do I... You throw the jug of water onto the fire and the flames are quickly quenched. Yeah! Look at that. We have collected the bread. Do you think the Commodore brand will do anything with the Mega 65? That machine has a lot of power and potential. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what... I'm curious to see what they end up doing. If they end up doing some more pretty cool things. They seem to be... I mean, they got to finish shipping all of the Commodore 64 units that the people have bought. But, you know, beyond that... I'm definitely curious to see what kind of things they they end up doing. Because it does appear that they really, really care about the brand and just the entire experience of like getting this and unboxing and just seeing all the love that they put into this thing is it's pretty cool to see. Okay. Do you think eggs can swim? Do we think eggs can swim? Mother of pearl. Okay, it appears eggs cannot swim. You fell in the water and drowned. It's interesting. This is kind of like a what do they freaking call it? Like a mud kind of game, but but you're walking around as an egg. Eggs can swim when they've gone bad, but when they're that makes sense. Makes sense. Dizzy is in great condition, so yeah, there's that. Which they made the new C64 with the C look as the bread bin is a bit stale now. Yeah, it's for me it's interesting because this one that I restored, like Oregon Trail with explanations. This one was a bread bin one, but I put it in a Commodore 64C case. So actually, the hardware like 100% could go in this shell if we wanted to. So that's cool. But yeah, it would have been cool, and it wouldn't surprise me if at some point they make some kind of like Commodore 64C like variants. But yeah, let's try that. Let's give this one more go. Let me get this water. Frick! Don't touch me. Thanks. Enjoy. Okay, you are carrying a green apple. Yeah, I did put Oregon Trail on here, so I have not played Oregon Trail on the Commodore 64. So we'll see. We'll see how that is. It's really interesting. Several of the games, just kind of exploring the library. There are several games on here that busting out the classics. I see. Yes. What is going on? Coffee Cup Arcade. How's it going? Whoa. Wonder, do we think... Wait, let me go back and get the bread. I forgot the bread. What the heck was I just talking about? My brain broke for a second. I just love this music. I love it quite a bit. It just brings me great happiness. All right. Do not mess up. There we go. All right. All right. Come get it, mouse bones. All right. Let's put it here in your path so you can eat it with your bones. The ravenous rat eats the loaf and runs away. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I remember what I was saying. So a lot of the games that I played that I was going through the library looking at, I played them like on DOS, on a DOS machine when I was a little bitty boy. Have you seen that new triple button hardware add-on? Allows you to bypass the rocker switch. No. I have not seen that. That is interesting. Have to look that up. I was touched and I exploded. You were burnt by the flames. Okay, so I in fact touched the flames. I touched them. You found a coin. Great. And I cannot do a thing. So let's go back this way. Mother of pearl. Can I just jump? Oh, I committed to the jump. When you jump, when Dizzy jumps, he has fully committed. Full commitment has occurred. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate the that shortcut, the menu shortcut. I greatly appreciate that. Can I? Okay, here we are. Here we go. There we go. I'll show you how to bounce between the three menu. Oh, do tell. Do educate. Or hot switch joystick. Yes, please. I would definitely love to know how to hot switch joystick ports. That would be quite helpful. You're carrying a fresh green apple. You don't say. Yeah. Oh! I did a barrel roll. Motherless. That's it. We're toast. We were straight up toasted. Okay, let's proceed. Commodore plus restore for normal menu, then either F1 for power menu or run stop for system menu. But and then F1. Yeah. And then F1 for power menu, run stop for system menu. And then yeah, all that stuff. That's good. I appreciate not having to do the power rocking. To switch ports during a game, Commodore restore, then hit Commodore J. They'll auto drop you back in the name of the joystick. Oh, Commodore restore, and then because I guess Commodore joystick. That's easy to remember. That's easy. I like that. Commodore J, and then swapping. Oh, not in the power, but in this menu, right in the main. The disk. Oh, gotcha. Cool. We will keep that in mind if we run into one of those situations. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Let's do the Fix It Felix here, as Coffee Cup Arcade was so kind to share with us. Let's check this out. And also, I failed to do this earlier. I meant to do this earlier, but mega shout out to Coffee Cup Arcade.
Shout out to Coffee Cup Arcade. Go check them out.
Definitely go hurl your fingers into that subscribe button over there. You can thank me later. You will not regret it. Okay. There was a game. Man, what the heck is that game called? Dodo. Oh, frick, what is the name of that game? Oh, it's like, it has really, really cool music. It's like it came out just a few years ago, but it's kind of like an arcade style game, kind of like this. Donkey Kong. Donut Dodo. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yes. I did. That is what it is. Yeah. It has like great music. It's on the Atari VCS. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, so I did end up getting an Atari VCS, and at some point we'll do some Atari VCS action on the stream here. I had issues when I was setting it up. I could not. What couldn't I do? I could not sign into an account on there. Like, it would not allow. Like, it was something was busted. Like their servers were down. I don't know. It was not agreeing with me. So, yeah. Oh, wait. I'm not fixing these all the way. Yeah. But yeah, I gotta get back to it and see if maybe it works now. I don't know what the heck was going on when I was trying to set it up, but I could not, I could play the installed games, but I couldn't do anything else, so it was a whole thing. The best 8-bit was the NEC PC engine. That machine was just awesome. Oh, as I walk into the his freaking fingers. I love the animation in this. It's actually like really smooth. It looks really nice. Look at that. Sometimes you just gotta fix all the windows. Wasn't there a second Wreck-It Ralph? Isn't that a thing? That's not a fever dream, right? That actually happened. Whoa. I never saw the second one. I saw the first one. Appreciated the enormous amount of fan service all over the place in the first one. Don't you do that. Boom. Shakalaka. You know what I'm saying? This is quite the building.
Boom shakalaka!
Couldn't have said it better myself. Get out of the way. Don't do that. They should make some of the rocks re-smash the windows to annoy you more. That would be very unfortunate. That'd be quite a thing. That'd be very rude. Oh, the pie. The pie just emerged at the last second there. Ya-da-da-da. Oh, coffee cup. I was going to, I meant to ask you this, but what were you, oh, frick. What were you, you posted a picture a little while back, like browsing some websites on, on the Commodore 64. Like how, what the heck, what was that? How did that occur? Please. BBS. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I want to do that again because now I'm a professional fixer. The very second USB has the files. Okay. Got it. I have connected it to Wi-Fi, yes. And done all that stuff. Frick. Unless there's something else I have to do to set that up. But I did. Okay, sweet. When I decease here and game over, we can do that. One server I really nice. So what is that? Is it like are those like kind of like RSS feeds, or are they actual websites, or how what exactly is that? Internet before the internet. Oh no, this is gonna blister my lips so bad. Do not do that to me. Moved my cup over here. It's all hosted on the BBS computer, usually a Commodore. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's amazing. I freaking love that. Hosted on a Commodore 128. Ah! Oh, I totally thought I could just, like, coast on under there, but, you know, here we are. Man, I really love his animation when he's banging. Like it's like there's something just really smooth about it. Yeah. I appreciate you keeping me honest, Lowriding. I really appreciate that. Where is my coaster? Ah, don't you touch me with that. Do not you dare. Don't need any of that in my life. Zero of that, as a matter of fact. Glad to help. Yeah, baby. Game sounds good. Yeah, okay. 1 sec. Okay. Forgot to turn it back up after, what was the first game we played? It was like a vertical shooter, and it was melting our ears. Yeah, da, 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 da. What was that? Does that mean I probably can't jump beyond that, maybe? I can walk you through making config files. You can store your USB drive to switch between 8580 and 60. Oh, nice. That is very cool. Do not you dare. Yep. I'm a professional fixer. Oh, I'm about to run out of time, though. I'm a slow fixer. Yeah, da, da, da. Okay. Doing A-okay. Yeah, buddy. I'm so fast at fixing windows, it's crazy. I don't know why I went over instead of not. But here we are. Look at that. Look at that. I freaking fixed it. Take that, Ralph. Freaking nerd. Look at that. Straight up fixed. Yeah, get out of here. Nice land.
Dragons!
Can't we all? Can't we all just do a fixing? Ah! Whoa! A guy hung around a little too long there. Hopefully he stays in his own game this time. Ah! No! Yeah, buddy. Get on up there. Oh, there was a bird in my butt! Frick! Ah, there was a brick in my face! Okay. Okay. So, I've got, you got bricked. Let's look at the very second stuff here. So, BBS. Okay. And which one of these is the move?
December 10th, 2024, Michael K. said, "Good gravy pants."
Pretty sure I said that today, actually. Seems to be a recurring theme in this live stream environment. Not sure what exactly causes pants to be filled with gravy, but you know, what are you gonna do? Ultimate term, run me first. I'm assuming I need to run the config first. There you go. Boom, done. And then the ultimate term here. Every time. All right, let's do the do. Oh, this is an IRC. That's pretty freaking cool. I did not know that. That's awesome. It's my shoe falling off. Let me turn on some tunes while we do the do. I don't know. Searching and loading, baby. Navigation is always listed on screen. It's dead simple and amazing. I love that. I love it when things are simple and amazing. It's my favorite. Okay. Did this, you know, actually, I did have to, I wonder if I forgot to set Wi-Fi back up. I did have to reset this once because I had an issue. But I thought I set it back up. Okay, anyway, whatever. Let's see. Retro Campus first one. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. We're good, right? Dial up. You're online. Okay, so we got we can download things and oh wow. What the heck? That's wild. That's crazy. It's the real internet. So, okay. So all of this, so one person is hosting all of this somewhere and their system is like connecting to like real life stuff. That's crazy. What is, let's see. I don't want to get too heavy here, so I'm going to avoid those first few. How about let's look at the indie retro news. How about that? Castlevania-inspired work-in-progress game for the Gothic Vein. Okay, let's just... Yeah, so let's go... So, 2? Is that... What? H! Technology. Upcoming Castlevania game has been updated with a new 2026 preview that can be downloaded right now. A new preview that features some of the levels within the main game, as well as many all navigations bull. Oh, gotcha. One of the levels does feature a lot of screen flashing, which may be too much for some of our light-sensitive readers. And then, May. So, minimum requirements: Amiga 1200 with a hard drive. Nice. Man, original music. I freaking love that. Page in. Bubble Bobble Lost Kate. Look at that. Ghost of Goblins is also getting a Commodore Amiga 88 with a nice. Plus minus is, I'm assuming minus goes back to the previous, but yeah, okay. Man. 200 more levels meant for. That's awesome. Crate version has been released for the Commodore Plus, and it's glorious. Let's check that out. I'm so bad at Ghosts and Goblins. I was like, it's not even fun. Well, to be fair, I've never actually really sat down and tried to do the thing, but you know, which one of the coolest arcade games ever to grace the gaming scene, and that game was the incredible Ghosts and Goblins, which appeared on lots of different systems. It is a game that if you haven't played it, you are seriously missing out. It is a good game. It is a good game for sure. It's a toughin'. We just found out through the Facebooks that an arcade-like version of Ghosts and Goblins has arrived on the Plus 4. Best version of the Sharp X6800. Oh, nice. Always been curious about the Sharp X6800. I've also been curious about the what's it called? PCFX. I came across one once on one of my work trips when I was out of town, and I was so close to pulling the trigger, but I thought and it was priced very, very well, and I was like I just don't know. I don't have room in my luggage. I'll have to figure out how the heck I'm going to get it home. Blah, 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 blah. PC score is being worked on. Oh, no. Okay. I've always been curious about that one. That would be pretty cool to check out. Yeah, I did not pull the trigger. And then next time I went back, I think it was like 6 months later. No go. It was gone. Somebody else had pulled the trigger. Vintage is the new old. 2600 News Hackaday blog. What do we got going on the Hackaday blog here? RAM Prowse has got you down. Try DDR3. Really? The Windows interface you didn't like for Linux. Interesting. When ready, of course. I could get absolutely lost in all this. Basic on a calculator again. Oh wow, what? Robot sees light with no CPU. Flux and solder paste dispenser. Oh. How to make a synthesizer with all the buttons. Nice. I should say a TV remote uses floppy disks. What? What? As they save icon on most computer user interfaces, references a fairly obsolete piece of technology. It's likely that most people below the age of 30 have never interacted with one of these. A remote control for them that uses real floppy disks to select programming on TVs. What? Look at those load times. It's like the internet is instant. I love that. Speaking of things like that, there was a... I'm sure several of you have seen this, but there was a Mr. Core, an archive of the Sega channel. I haven't really looked too far into it, so I'm not sure if it's a Mr. Core, if it's a ROM, or what exactly. I think it's a little bit of both, maybe. But I've been curious to check that out. I always wanted the Sega channel when I was a kid, but it's just never a thing that a guy had access to. Very cool. I just appreciate the heck out of this. There's Chat GPT. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, you gotta have I understand. For security reasons, BBS will log IP address, email, and if you proceed, you will accept this area's blah, 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 blah. I gotcha. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. How to exit. How to exit. Like that. Just like that. I'm assuming several of these other things are probably Patreon deals, like an actual browser. The old net. Oh yeah, let me back right. Number 3. What was 3? Whoa! What's going on here? 3. Oh, games. Look at that. Connect 4, Zork. Look at all that. Got some classics. Classic tic-tac-toe. Let's just try Zork 1. How about that? Press any key. Nice. Love it. Thus, you're standing in an open field west of a White House with a boarded front door. There's a small mailbox here. I don't know what commands I'm typing here. Look. Is that one? West of the house, you were standing in a... Well... Open mailbox. Is that a thing? Oh, well, there we go. Opening the small mailbox reveals a leaflet. Read leaflet. Oh, frick. Leaflet. Read leaflet. Welcome to Zork. Zork is a game of adventure, danger, and log hunting. In it, you will explore some of the most amazing territory ever seen by mortals. No computer should be without. Love that. Okay. This is amazing. I appreciate whoever the heck was involved in bringing this to life. How to exit. Exit? You can't go that way. Literally quit. Your score is 0. This gives you the rank of beginner. Or you wish to leave the game? What? Why? Press any key. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. Success was had. Oh, I didn't even see that it said text adventures. So all of those are text adventures down there. That's very cool. Cool. You got news in Italian. What is files? What's under files? CSDB. If I go there. The C64 scene database. Search your releases. Enter search criteria. For latest releases. Can I? Does this do that? Look at all that. Lame idiot does link. Let's just take a gander at that. CSD for one file demo. Press any key to prepare download or press pre-start X modem. Okay. Whoa. Or maybe in above my head here. How to start X modem transfer. Yep. I'm a rookie trying to do advanced things here with freaking modems. Exit. Run stop. Negative. Oh. Okay, yeah. Success. Anyway, okay. Let me get out of there. Let me get out of there. All right. Very cool. That is awesome. Okay. What's next? You got music stuff in here, all kinds of. Now hit F1. Okay. Noted. Done. Reset and clear. Love that. Okay. Got it. All right. Yeah, because I one of the first things I did with this was I kind of got into a weird state. I have a Messiah MIDI cartridge here, and I couldn't freaking it stopped loading after a while, and I couldn't figure out what the freaking heck I did. So I wound up just like resetting it. And then it worked. So I don't know what the heck I did. I have no clue what I did, but something wasn't right. Something wasn't doing the thing correctly. Okay. Let's go back to the Coffee Cup Arcade special here, which has some random things in here that I've also added. Okay. I wanted to see Oregon Trail. I put that in here. I wanted to check that out. It's actually been literally probably like 30 years since I've played this. Do you need instructions? Fire Galaxy is insane. Play it on fast mode. Okay, noted. We'll do that next. Yes. This program simulates a trip over the Oregon Trail from Independence, Missouri to Oregon City, Oregon. In 1847, your family will cover the 2,040-mile Oregon Trail in 5 to 6 months if you make it alive. You've saved $900 to spend for the trip, and you've just paid $200 for a wagon. You will need to spend the rest of your money on the following items. Press return to continue. Oxen. You can spend $200, $319. Blah, blah, blah. Food. You have to get... the more you have, the less chance there is of getting sick. Makes sense. It's Galaga turn to 11. Yikes. Clothing. This is especially important for cold weather you will encounter when crossing the mountains. Miscellaneous supplies. This includes medicine and other things you will need for sickness and emergency repairs. So long story short, you're telling me that it's possible I'm going to get sick on this journey. It's possible. You can spend all your money before you start your trip, or you can save some of your cash and spend at forts along the way when you run low on food. However, items cost more at the forts. You can also go hunting along the way to get more food. Whenever you have to use your trusty rifle, you will be told to type in a word that sounds like a gunshot. The faster you type in the word and press the return key, the better chance you will have of hitting your target. At each turn, all items are shown in dollar amounts except bullets. When you're asked to enter dollar amounts, don't use a dollar sign. Noted. Good luck 100 times on the screen. That's encouraging. How good a shot are you with your rifle? I have shaky knees. I definitely have shaky knees. I'm a shaky kneed guy. You know what I'm saying? How much do you want to spend on your oxen team? I'm gonna do. Can I do 240 buckaroos? You have $460. How much you want to spend on food? I mean, let's just. I mean, I don't know where the first fort is, right? But I mean, let's drop 100 bones on food. You have $360. How much you want to spend on ammunition? $1 buys 50 bullets. Let's. I'm loading up. We're gonna all the bullets. How much you want to spend on clothing? I mean, you know, I'm not sure what $150 is gonna get me, but it seems good. How much do you want to spend in miscellaneous supplies? We're gonna not spend everything just yet. Let me keep a little bit extra here. After all your purchases, you have $60 left. Total mileage is 0 with 2040. Yeah, look at all that. Press return to continue.
Will just donated $5 and said, if it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Will, I greatly appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for blessing us with whatever musical skills Clabot has there. I greatly appreciate that. Appreciate you hanging out. All the things. Okay, do you want to hunt or continue? Let's hunt. Type to shoot, press bang, and press return. Okay. Bang. Okay, I didn't know we were going. Do you want to eat poorly, moderately? I want to. We'll save a little bit. You must stop for medical attention. You have a serious illness. A doctor bill up my butt. Total mileage. Okay. All right. We gotta do some hunting. Press return to start shooting. Bang. Oh no. I thought I was still typing bang. Wham. Okay. We're gonna eat a little better this time, because lose your way in heavy fog. Time. Yep. Okay. That's unfortunate. Good thing we have 69 foods. Nice. Okay. Let's hunt. We're gonna get the hunting thing down. Shoot. Wham. Right between the eyes, you freaking nerds. You got a big one. Full bellies tonight. We are gonna eat like kings. Just quote. Oh yeah, I forgot that I added that. Will at some point over time I have seen how people have some different alternatives to commands that they have that they've used, and I've actually added typos to the commands so that they work. Do you want to hunt? Continue. I mean, I think we've got full bellies right now. So, let's just keep rolling. Wait, do I need to stop? No. Let's just keep rolling. We're gonna eat moderately. Riders ahead. They don't look hostile. Okay. Very smart by the stereo. I'm so used to immediately helping. I appreciate that, Will. I appreciate you jumping in there. I actually had totally forgotten that I added that one, but here we are. They don't look hostile. Okay. Let's just proceed. The riders were hostile. Heavy rains, time and supplies lost. Great. Food mileages. Yep. We are rocking and straight up freaking rolling. Let's hunt. Let's do some hunting. Shot. Right between the eyes, you got a big one. Full bellies tonight. We're gonna eat. We're not gonna go overboard here. We're gonna eat moderately here. Mild illness. Your medicine cure. You ran out of medical supplies. You died of pneumonia. That escalated. That due to your unfortunate situation, there are a few formalities we must go through. Would you like? Would you like a thing? Absolutely. Would you like to inform your next of kin? No. Your Aunt Sadie is worried about you. We thank you for this information. We were sorry you didn't make it to the Great Territorial Oregon. Better luck.
That escalated quickly.
Better luck next time, sincerely, the Oregon City Chamber of Commerce. Are there any more pioneers wanting to make the journey? No, I died. Goodbye until the next wagon trail. Look at that. That was harsh. Syntax error. Okay. All right. That was a blast. Okay. What now? What did we say? What did we say we were playing next? I forgot what we said. Fire Galaxy. That's what it was. All right. Number of players want to see score. Start the game. Pause the game. Start the game. Pause the game. F5, start the game. F7, pause the game. F1 joystick. Does this have music? We'll find out shortly. F1 all the way, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! Okay. They go behind as well. Great! Phenomenal. Whoa, whoa! Okay. A little bit of chaos. A little bit of chaos. Everything's fine, though. Everything's fine. Da! All ships follow the leader. If you shoot the leader, the next in line is the leader. Oh, nice. Okay. I do not have rapid fire. I have peasant fire right now. My fingers are already tired. Frick. Ah! Oh, I was touched. I was touched on the nose. Heh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Some of that. Woo! Really fun after wave 10. Whew. Duh! For your first C64 games were Bryce Lee Blue, Max Daily Times, yeah. Decathlon and Ghostbusters Daily Times didn't like us because we cheered on the USA team. Nice. What's the Ghostbusters game like? Is it similar to the NES one, or is it kind of its own thing? Plicoo, plicoo, plicoo. Wave 4, baby. Don't be a fool. Yep. Yep, some of that, some of this, some of these, some of those. Yeah, take it, take it, take it. I'm going to give it to you just like that. Ja, ja, ja. I was hit. I was touched.
On October 15th, 2024, Michael K. said, "We're in the hickory dickory dock, am I?"
It's really funny you have 5 of those snake chains on the Good grief. No, I'm okay, I was not touched. I survived without being touched. Do not you dare. Come on now. Come on over here. Come on. Get. Yeah. Not sure the NES one, but it's not bad. The film was huge back then. Oh, wow. See, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. This is like a Goonies game, you know. It's like all these like movie property games and stuff like that. Yep. Taking it. Oh, I was touched. Game over. One of the best C64 games, Aztec Challenge. I've heard of that. I have not played that. Ugh. All right. My watch is blowing up. Straight up blowing up. None of that. Don't need any of that. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again, please. One more go. Oh, wait. Was this me? This was not me, right? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Of course, we're going to do it fast. Yeah, da 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 da. Yakadakadoo. I ain't seen Aztec Challenge since I was about 10, so around 42. Still remember the nice. We can check that out. Assuming I have it. Probably. Yeah. There's so many things. I'm still on wave 1. Good grief. Wave 2, baby. So I'm already thinking about what the heck I'm going to play next week. I'm not entirely sure. Just thinking maybe. I don't know if I want to do this next week or maybe in February, but I was, maybe thinking about doing an Atari Jaguar stream, checking out. I have a flash cartridge for my Jaguar, just checking out a bunch of different Atari Jaguar games. Kind of similar to this, except less tinkering. What's going on, Whistleblower? How's it going? So great to see you. Hopefully you're doing fantastic on this day of the week. Yeah, da, da, da. Problem with these old machines, they bring up better memories of times when I had less cares and worries. It's one of my favorite things about getting lost in this old retro technology like this. It's just thinking about thinking about the things that really concerned me, 30 years ago, which is actually hilarious to think about. Ooh. Ooh. No! Yeah, da da do do da 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 do. Okay. Whoa. What? Success! Bunch of nerds. Yeah. Some of that. Not in a good way either. Okay. Yeah. Dead freaking gummit. It was a good run. Okay. Let's see. I have the let's see. Yep. I have the one load deal here. And I got some other pack. I'm not sure exactly where I got it. But yeah. All I ever use from that is the CRT. Nice. Wait. Frick. That's like I use for. Okay, cool. Yeah. What was the other thing I was gonna play? What's next on the list here? I was gonna. Let's see. Power Drift. Power Drift and Aztec Challenge. Let's do Aztec Challenge really quick, and then we can do Power Drift. I'm not sure. Aztec Challenge. Look at that. Aztec Challenge in Forbidden Forest. Noted. Okay. Okay. We got things happening here on the screen. Look at that. One player, press the F1 key. Oh, I'm doing the thing. Am I just... Oh, I'm just dodging. Okay, got it. I understand now. The only run toward the temple, dodging spears thrown from either side. Pull back on the stick to duck. Push forward to jump. Whoa! I was murdered twice. Oh my gosh. You can also hold up or down. Good grief! I was completely slain. Dadgummit. Look at that. Ooh. I love that sound so much. Frick! Just got to survive the entire chip too. Yeah, there was another game. I got it on the Xbox Live Arcade. The Impossible Game. Absolutely amazing track, but and it's one of those like this where the further you get, the more you hear of the song, and is very, very difficult. Ugh. Did I see you weird Stardust from Lukash? I don't know if I've heard that track or not. I actually bought his entire discography. Like at some point last year I did that. Oh, he made a game? Oh wow, I did not know that. He released this one. That's amazing. No. That bro is a freaking genius with chiptune stuff. definitely on my top tier list for chiptune stuff. He and Danimal Cannon are they're two of my favorite chiptune artists. Frick, I was shot in the foot in the tootsies. It's so interesting though how when you get hit, like you die, and then you're immediately getting attacked again, like immediately. Frick, it's hit in the butt. Straight up shot in the butt. I appreciate the way that the people on the sides, the way those sprites kind of morph as they get closer to the screen. I think that's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool effect. I was shot in the nether regions. We were started as a side one endless runner type to runner type up to jump, right to Superman through walls. Nice. Let's see. I meant to set up like the FTP server stuff on this, so I could transfer files to it without having to do anything, but or without having to pull my USB stick out, but you know, whatever. Let me put that game on here. Oh wait, I was gonna check out what was the other thing, the other game that I was gonna check out after this one. Power something. Frick, what was it? Power Drift. That's what it was. Power Drift. Sega Racing. Love that. Okay, so let's check out Power Drift, and I'm gonna grab. Send myself this. We Are Stardust here. Check that out. Oh, that looks freaking amazing. Oh, that makes my brain do backflips and tingly things. Yep. Some of that, and then freaking. Okay. Let's see. Where's my cursor? I'm always losing my cursor. Do you know how powerful the Power Drift PCB board was? Impossible. Really? That's interesting. That's pretty cool, though. Boom. Okay, I will grab that in a minute. Okay. Power Drift. Is that where my did you give that one to me? Yes, you did. Okay. Let's grab her. Woo! I'm in. I'm already in. Good gravy pants. I'm here for it. Select course and driver with joystick. I love that. How to go? Up. This button? This button.
December 30th, 2024, Michael K. said, I just need to get back up in there.
Woo! Oh, brother. Where are we going? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, and high. I see. Okay. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah, this is great. This music is everything. Oh. Goodness gracious. So good. What's happening up there? Oh, those are the winners. I'm not a winner because I was finagling around at the beginning. Straight up finagling. Bruh. Let's do this. This is one of the first games my daughter, she was 5 at the time. That's amazing. Yes. I just appreciate the way this sounds so much. Whoa! Every time I go up, I think I'm gonna do like a loop-de-loop, but then we just don't. Whoa! No, no, no. I am in second place, baby! Ah, frick. Has 3 6800 processors and an extra video board set are more like 3 and 8. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Whoa. Okay, that looks really cool. Oh, I was distracted by the music. Frick. Put me back in, coach. Put me back in. Bro, this music's so good. I literally can't even. Nuh-uh-uh. I love that, like, I guess it's supposed to be like a hi-hat part here. Come on. I don't know why I'm like passing these people and I'm not increasing like my placement. Also have the arcade one up, Outrun, receive Power Drift on that wheel and everything. No more fun playing this one. Oh, nice. PC Engine version of Power Drift. Okay. That's another system I haven't had too much experience with. I have a TurboGrafx with like a flash drive add-on. And I want to explore that a bit more. Freaking unbelievable. Zane, what's going on? I do have that on my list. That is, I will absolutely be playing that here in a little bit. And I have downloaded it and everything, so we will definitely be doing that. How are you doing today, Zane? It's good to see you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Staying warm wherever you are. Oh, I'm not in high gear. What am I doing? No wonder I'm in 7th place. You need the RU. I did turn that on, so should be good. Fingers crossed. Oh, mother. What is a guy doing here? Freaking okay. Bro, Coffee Cup, I'm gonna have to get your daughter to show me how to play this game. Goodness gracious. Seventh place. Bummer. Game over. Woo! Yes, sir. Yep. Nice. Okay. I would like to actually give that another go, but in interest of time, we got to do the thing. All right, Will. Appreciate you hanging out. Thanks again for the super chat. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, fantastic rest of your week, and you stay warm. You don't get too cold up in here. That a guy stays pretty warm up in this place. But have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you soon for some more of whatever it is that we do here in this corner of cyberspace. Okay, I'm going to... Let me send you 2 more. Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet. Best game of the season. Metal Dust. Okay. Let me hang on. Where's my notes? Where's my notes? Let me just make a note of these. I feel like we're gonna have to do this again at some point soon to make it through, because there's no way we're gonna get through all these games. Forbidden Forest and Metal Dust. Okay, sweet. Okay, let me grab. Let me turn this off so I don't want to screw something up. Boom. Ignore that. No Winamp. I do not want you to play whatever was just plugged in. Okay, let me grab this over here. Download. Downloading over here. Next time I do this, I will set up a like the FTP thing so I can just copy stuff over the network. But here we are. We are Stardust. Boom. Done. Straight up done. All right, sweet. And let me close that. Do this. Eject this. Freaking you fool. I don't know why my mouse is freaking out. Yep. Eject. I said eject. Nothing's using it. I wonder if it thinks Winamp is using it. Okay. Love that. Okay. Do the do. All right. So where were we? Boom, shakalaka. And then we are going to let's see. Okay. Boom and do the do. Okay. Load her up. Let me turn on the tunes while we wait. Change. Like a shortcut doing something weird over here. All right, when you do this, don't do that. Don't do any of that. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Oh, wait. I moved chat down. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I don't know if Metal Dust runs this. These were as I still needed it. Oh, okay. Noted. I'll check that out. Amazing. Woo! Bruh. Freaking love that. Oh, it's so good. I have heard this song, and this is a great song. Woo! I just don't know if I want to. Mega style. All right. I was downloading those games you sent me. Okay. Bruh. It's coming back. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, and then... Woo. Oh, that's cool. You can, like, jump and then fly down to the ground. I love the artwork in this. It's, like, very cool. Okay, how do I get past those? Is that how I... Oh, I gotcha. I do that. I see, okay. No. Frick. Bruh. I like that it kind of lets you correct if you do something wrong. For example, you like jump instead of doing the slide. It'll like let you fly down to the ground really quickly, so you can kind of recover if you screw up. I appreciate that. A lot of games like this, once you've committed to a move, you're toast. Frick. Kwamikaze, what is going on? How's it going? Yeah, this is actual fire. Everything, so this artist is Luke Hash, Lukhash, and he does some amazing chiptune stuff. Whoop, whoop. We done did it. Done did the do. And this was just a demo, right? So this would actually be the full game there, I'm assuming, because I would 100% make a purchase of that. I'm just I'll save that for later. I'm gonna check out some of this other stuff. It's a single release. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yep. That's good stuff. Some good stuff. Appreciate that. I was going to do I need to actually turn the system off to remove the USB drive? Or nah? Is it okay to leave it on? I want to I do. See. Here we are. Okay. Boom. I'll put these other two games on here. We're going to play these other two games. And we're going to play that Sonic port. All right. Where did I put these? Smiley face. What is my freaking mouse doing? Goodness gracious. Let me restart this thing. I have ignore all the crazy Windows sounds that are happening. I have like a KVM mouse keyboard switch on here that switches between my desktop and then this USB-C cable that's here on my desk and actually my Mister on the other side of the room. And sometimes it misbehaves, and I just got to kind of power cycle it. First world probs, I know. Okay, what am I doing? My cat is desperately craving attention right now. That's okay. Okay, and we're gonna eject. We are going to extract that boy and this boy. Boom. Don't mind me as I copy files. What is Easy Flash and Ocean? What would be the difference between those? I'm assuming I need both. Do a grabbing of that. Copying her over. Boom. Done did the do. Keep forgetting I need to turn music on. Okay, done did that. And then we're going to go here and here. Boom. Okay. Got him. Okay. Eject. Okay. All right, Coffee Cup. We'll see you. We'll see you shortly. All right, let's dive on in here. Let's check out this the Sonic 1 port. You know, I need to add some kind of alert command, Coffee Cup. I absolutely need to do that. I'm gonna write that down right now as we speak. As we speak, I'm making an actual note. Alert command. Boom. Okay. That, and then we are going to go on down here, and we're going to go to this. And I do think I have the memory expansion thing turned on. I don't think it automatically turned that off for some reason, but we'll find out shortly. Game will not run at optimal frame rate, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we will continue. We will continue right along. Use fast loader compatible. I mean, let's just compatible, read the manual. We're going to play the freaking game. Yeah, we'll have to do one of these again after I get the I need to get a mouse situation going for this. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some other interesting games to play. I do have some newer some games that are new to me that are old games, like a Gimmick. Here we are. So I want to play that Gimmick for the NES. We will definitely play that at some point. And I have like a Super Mario Brothers 3 mix, which is a Super Mario Brothers 3 ROM hack. I picked up a cartridge of that a few months back. Actually, wow, time is weird. I think it was last summer. And I've been saving it for a stream, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. So you need that message. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I did hear that last night. I was like, whoa. I didn't learn no Gremlin Guys. It was Lee as well as. Yeah, that's cool. We are loading. We're doing the thing. Back to it. Yeah, I do want to play. Maybe I don't know. I might play. And I do have some other NES games that I desperately need to play. That some newer like retro bit releases of some older, newer retro bit releases of older NES games that were never released here, or whatever, are really expensive, that kind of thing. So, and some indie stuff too that I wanna check out. This year, something I would like to do in 2026. I feel like last year I didn't finish nearly as many games on the stream as I have in years past. Like I actually have a note going of all the games that I beat every year, and I always kind of reflect on it. The past several years, I've made actually like a short video talking about them, but I did not do that this past year. No reason, really. Just I just didn't. But last year, games that I always put games on here that I either beat or I played a lot. I put a lot of hours into. So my list for 2025 was Sonic Origins, Penny's Big Breakaway, Mega Man X4, Lunar the Silver Star, Mega Man X5, Astrobot, Knuckles Chaotix, Sky Blazer, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Stimpy's Invention, Castlevania Bloodlines, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker. That was my list for last, which is crazy. It wasn't. I actually started so many games in 2025, but I didn't beat them. I didn't see them all the way through. So I need to do that this year. That absolutely is a thing that I need to do. But so far, already this year, we're 20 days into January, and load full game. Yeah, let's do that. We're 20 days into January. I beat GoldenEye 007 on the Nintendo 64 and Silent Hill F. So that is those are the two kind of my first two conquests of 2020, 2025, 2026. Why did I write 2025 on here? My cat just desperately, so desperately, just wants attention. Wants attention. But my list from 2024 was insane. The amount of games that I played, and most of these I played and beat on stream. And I just didn't beat as many games on stream this past year. I kind of like dabbled in a bunch of different things and just didn't. Maybe I should have done the fast load thing instead of whatever the heck this is doing. We may be here for like 15 minutes waiting for this to load. But yeah, this year I want to finish more games on the stream, and I don't necessarily. I just want to be wiser about the games that I'm playing. Not that there won't be some that we play once and then move on, but bro, I probably should have just done the fast load thing. Should I bail out of this and do the fast load thing? This is frick. Because I did try this last night and it was not nearly this long. Let me just do that. Whatever. Let me just do this. Let me do a reboot. Clear mem. Those Sonics, I'm definitely. Yeah, I'm here for the Sonic too. The Sonics. Let me do this with the fast load, not the compatibility thing, because it was fine what I tried last night. So. Oh, I missed what you were saying, Too Tough. I apologize. Where's my mouse? Okay. Let us sit here like this. Imagine what it was like for us with tape decks. Game will not. Okay, so yes, we're gonna use fast load because of reasons. Read the manual. We're gonna play the game. We're playing. Complete it in about 15 minutes, and I completed it in about 15 minutes or less, and then mapped it quick. Last Ninja. Last Ninja. I absolutely. That was one of the first games that I was one of the first Commodore 64 games that I heard the soundtrack for, and just fell in love with the sound of this machine. I was talking about this a little bit earlier. I used to listen to this internet radio station called rainwave.cc. It's still there. But basically it would, they'd play video game music. And the cool thing about it is it was like you'd request music, and then it would show up like in the queue, and then it would be paired with 3 other songs, and then you would vote on. People would vote on what track gets played next, and so. Anyway, Last Ninja was always one of my go-tos for requesting music. I absolutely loved the soundtrack to that game. Really, really good stuff. Do you like Sonic? Yes, I do. In fact, Sonic is one of my favorite franchises. If you check out this channel, so I do song covers. So for those of you who have not heard the music that I do, it's called chip metal. I call it chip metal, but it's basically metal, aggressive drums and guitar mixed with sounds from retro video game hardware like the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, the NES, the Commodore 64, and I don't know. I gotta do this one-handed. I can't do this one-handed. I apologize, Elle. We're gonna have to go down here. Okay. We're gonna do this, and we are going to mount, and then boom, fire. But anyway, so I do the chip metal thing, and every other song that I do is in fact a Sonic song. Just kind of works out that way. I've the songs that I mean, oh, here we go. Sam's Journey. I've not heard of that one. So I played this for like 30 seconds last night. I had no idea how badly I needed this soundtrack played on a SID chip. Like, I just had no idea. You have the Sega Master System version. That's awesome. I only had this on the Game Gear. I do not have this on the Master System. I would like to get this. I have Sonic Chaos for Master System, which is a port of the Game Gear game Sonic Chaos. But I do not have one. I would like to get 1 and 2 for Master System. Whoa, okay. I was like, did the music just glitch or what just happened? Like, this looks great. I'm blown away by how this game looks and sounds. I have Sonic 1, 2, and Chaos from Master System I played. Nice. Yeah, we played Sonic Chaos last year. Was it last year? Or maybe it was a year. No, it was the year before we played Sonic Chaos on the stream. But last year we played through the entirety of Sonic Origins, which is Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. And we played... Oh, and Sonic CD. And we played, what was it? Knuckles Chaotix, which is a freaking gorgeous game. I'd totally forgotten how nice that game looks. Someone needs to make Sonic 2 for Commodore 64. Nice. Man, I love the instrumentation of these tracks. It's so good. Whoa, I forgot about that. It's been a long time since I played this game. It's so good. The only downside is if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2, Tails just dies. It's so true. Yep. It's just like, whoa. It just like shows him in the sky. Kind of translucent in the sky. It's like, whoa. It just got heavy. I still have like mega trauma from that first boss in Sonic 2 on the Game Gear though. Good grief. I had such a hard time with that as a kid. For the longest time, I could not get past that first freaking boss as a kid. The reason why they didn't make Tails follow Sonic is because hardware limits. It makes sense. So they just had to delete him. Sonic's being done for the Amiga by the same guy who did the new Outrun. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I wanna get into the Amiga. I have had no experience whatsoever with Amiga hardware, but I've been curious. I'm just such like a retro hardware nerd. I love this stuff. Frick. Come on now. Okay, we're not gonna keep playing this for too terribly much longer. We ought to be honest, we may have to just like come back to this game and play through the whole thing. Yeah, let's fight Robotnik here. At least get that far. Man, I'm shocked. Like this game looks and sounds really great. They did a great job on this. Yeah. Oh! Can I reach? No. I think it won't run on stock CC. Yeah, yeah. For this, definitely you need that expansion. Woo! Yeah, got him. No, I can jump high enough. All right. I'm impressed. Color me quite impressed by that. Okay. Let us proceed here and move right along. What was the next thing we were going to play here? Oh, I missed what you said too, Tough, about the PC engine. Yeah, we need to absolutely do that at some point. Do another stream like a variety kind of stream like this. I want to do that with the TurboGrafx and with the Atari Jaguar. That'll definitely happen. Let's see. Sam's Journey. That's what it was. Yeah, so we're just going to do a few more here. So Sam's Journey, and then just going to check out these two here. Infestation and Cans. Oh, and Forbidden Forest. Good grief. There's just so many great games. Yeah, we're absolutely going to have to do this again. Okay, Sam's Journey. Let me see if that is on here. Oh, frick. That's not what I wanted. I know there's a way I can type in a letter and go down, but here we are. Sam's Jam, not Sam's Journey. Let's see. Let me see if I have it up here in this one. My YouTube tab over here crashed. What the freaking heck? Good grief. Okay. Sammy Lightfoot. That ain't it. And let's check this one. This one, surely it's in here. I got all that. Sam's Jam. I don't know that I have Sam's Journey. I can check. Let me see. Yeah, negative. It appears I don't have that one. Unfortunately. Okay. We're gonna go here, and then let's check. Let's do, I guess, NTSC one. I do have this running in NTSC mode, so we'll do that. Might only be paid. Probably. Yeah, let me add a note about that, because I do have. I am going to go back and look at some of this other stuff. So, yeah, we'll absolutely have to do this again. Maybe it seems like we could probably be playing Commodore 64 games for the rest of the year. Maybe in February we can do another Commodore 64 stream. Where was my note? This one. So I added Forbidden Forest, Metal Dust, and Sam's Journey. I definitely want to check out some of these newer released Commodore 64 games. There's one I downloaded, like that Sonic port is great, but there was another one I downloaded, Steel Ranger, that looked great, and I want to check that out. Okay, I love this freaking artwork. Out for routine patrol. Oh, my bad. Mission coming from headquarters. Sheriff. Bro, this sound is so good. Another mega corruption. You buy weapons this merely got out of hand? Question mark. Got it in one, Sheriff. Coordinates for the science station downloading now. D3PUT. D3PUT. Music on, of course. Okay, upper decks. Arrival. Oh boy. Oh, that animation is great. Is that Paul? Why are there no survivors? I'm detecting life forms, but I need to interfere with the station's computer for more info. So I don't know, so I'll take a look around while you do that. If you see something green and slimy, probably safe to shoot it. Very comforting. Is this? Okay, this is jump. Okay, so I can double jump. I love these graphics. I love this, like, very very far vantage point here. Love the explosions. It's so good. Love the shooting animation. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, I just noticed that's amazing. When you fire your weapon, it lights up the ground and the background behind you. That's amazing. That's such a cool detail. Frick. Bro, this is great. Do I have ammo? It doesn't appear that I have ammo. Man. Frick. What's that? Is that a door? Can I shoot down? No. Can I shoot up? No. Okay. I don't want to get hit. But I have to go down to proceed. So there's. Oh, because okay. When you defeat the enemy, it lets you progress. Frick. Whoa, 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 whoa! What? How did do? How did do? What did I do? Probably should have read the manual before I had started it. Did I press something at the same time? Or did I get an item? I don't know what I just did to do that. Oh! I think Sam's Journey and Metal Dust are both from Protovision. Listen to hardcore soundtrack on Metal. Oh. That's what I like to... Oh, we got a jetpack now, brother! Oh. I am quite impressed. Quite impressed by this. One of my favorite things is like, I love pixel art in general, right? But to see, you know, a game like this that has like this really far out viewpoint, and just like all the little details that they kind of added in. It's just so nice. It's so well done. Oh, I was touched. Look at that. Oh, whoa, what is this? It's another some kind of power up. Bro, I am all in for this. Am I flinging punches? Is that what this is? So good. Okay. I just can't get over the way that everything lights up around the gun when you fire your weapon. Like, that's so cool. That is such a good detail. Being all over the station security systems. Thanks, I kind of figured that out. It's strange someone has hacked the mainframe to treat all life forms as hostile. So chances of finding survivors is low. You could say that. I guess we gotta destroy this bro. Okay. Okay. Yep. I also actually love that you don't see the projectile at all. It just kind of like it just goes in the direction that you're firing. I think actually makes like a lot of sense. Please do not attack. Come on. Come on up here. Whew. Got him. Straight up got. Consider yourself got. I was touched. Okay, let's move along. Let's move along. Next. This is really good. I absolutely will come back to this. And then I was going to check out this other one down here. I don't know what the difference is between these two, but we're just going to do the thing, so. Oh, I'm here for it. That animation, bro. Oh, there's a Shovel Knight. Knights and slimes. Hornsey. Held up. Blink. Damn. Oh, I love that. I love that. Obviously, we're going to be Hornsey. Well, didn't mean to go do that, but whatever. Okay. Bro, I'm 100% all in for these graphics. Like, it just... Do I grab? Do I touch? She's in the credit. Nice! That's awesome. Look at all that. Whew. So good. Whew. Boom, shaka laka, if I do say so myself.
Boom shakalaka!
I love the pixel art in this. This is great. Both of these games, Coffee Cup, both of these games, like visually, they look great. I mean, they sound great too, but they look great. That other one though, like I really appreciate the details. Like when your character fires their weapon, it kind of like lights up the area around them. That is such an insanely cool detail. Monty does the graphics, sound, and code to help with design. That's awesome. Well, I'm quite a fan. No health lost. Yeah, this is good stuff. I love playing a lot of these, like, kind of, you know, more modern Commodore 64 games, and well, I mean, just in general on retro consoles, playing newer games for the older hardware and seeing like the ways that people nowadays kind of use the older hardware and do some really cool stuff. You know, I think about, I mean, there are all kinds of games like that nowadays, but I just think about stuff like Xeno Crisis, and like that game is just looks and sounds so good. I was apply for cracking like my old Amiga. Nice to see old hardware doing stuff almost impossible or as good or better than the next model. Yep. Come on now. Can I... No. Well. Some of that. That's why I like the Mega 65 because it's like an Amiga. Yeah, I need to dive into the Amiga at some point. It's absolutely on my list of things to do. Man, that is some good stuff. Good stuff. What time is it? Kind of need to start winding down here. Well, frick. I did not mean to. Dadgummit. Michael K. Good grief. Look at that. Perfect. That was made for my name. I love that. It's good stuff. Boom indeed. All right. I'm going to play one more. One more game. What is the final game of the night? I did get this this Steel Ranger. I was going to play that at some point. Have you played that, Coffee Cup? Steel Ranger? Rogue 64. It is. I'm down for that. Boom. It's a Badger Punch game. It helped with the sequel on the Amiga called... Oh, nice. Love the artwork. Good grief. I love the way this hardware looks and sounds. It just hits. I don't know what else to say. Oh boy. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Am I... Okay. Bro, this is... Ugh. Whoa. Frick. Press towards enemy. Ah, okay. And then oh. Need a decent Smash TV style game. I'm assuming this gives... Oh, I got... working on that now. I love that. That's what I like to hear. Ah, okay. Welcome. Bro, this music is great. Okay, the way the whole screen shakes like that, that's amazing. Bro, I'm all in for the details here. A great pick up and play game, absolutely. What is this? A runny potion. Does this make me run? faster. Killed me a baddie. Hop in developer on the Amiga demo scene who's making games on Neo Geo. Check his Golden Axe on. Oh, nice. Oh, I was deceased. Yeah, this is great. His Golden Axe has better samples than Arcade. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Bro, I could legit listen to this music all night. I really so desperately want to get into making music actually on the Commodore, like some actual SID tracks, not just using it as a synth like I do, but actually doing the thing. HVSC 84. HVSC. I don't think I did. Remind me what that is? High voltage SID collection. Yeah, the only SID collection I have, it just came bundled with whatever like ROM folder, ROM pack that I downloaded. It has like 60,000. Oh, nice. All the SID artists add. Nice. That is amazing. Yeah, I so desperately want to get into that stuff. I don't know. I want. I just haven't. I'm not wild about programming music in a tracker. Like, I can do it. I used LSDJ a decent amount on the Game Boy, so like I'm familiar with it and I can do it. But I never really like got to a point with doing the tracker stuff to where, I don't know, it was enjoyable. I guess I just kind of preferred, doing stuff in a DAW. But, that being said, I would be interested to give it a go on the Commodore. Link to on Discord for both these sets. There's a SID collection and the same collection PRG. PRGs have more to them, like info about this. Oh, nice. That's cool. A clumpy potion. I feel stronger. Am I only stronger for these steps that I'm taking though? Is that how? Yes. Okay. There's that. Any questions about C64 in general or specifically any of the hardware? I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. For sure. Yeah, I'm definitely a Commodore 64 noob. 1,000,000,000%. But I'm working on it. We're getting there. Look at that. Take that. And the running potion. A bubbly potion. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. That was like when I first started messing with the Commodore 64, like several years ago, I was like, what actually am I doing? So I feel like I've come a long way from that point in time, but I still would not consider myself a pro by any means. Yeah, I was trying to play Short Circuit. There's the Short Circuit Commodore 64 game. 'Cause Short Circuit's one of my favorite movies. So always been a huge fan of that movie. So both of those movies. So when I learned there was a Commodore 64 Short Circuit game, I had to check that out, and I didn't even think I was able to get it to load. I don't even remember. This was a long time ago. And I was just like, what am I doing? If I know any computer well, it's the Commodore 64. It's a good one to know. For sure. Just learned that the Bard's Tale started on 64. I learned this after buying the GOG PC versions. Nice. I did not know that. That's cool. That's awesome. Where's that there door? Is this the door? There we go. Look at that. Wait, I was blocked. Frick. Apple II and C64. Oh, interesting. That's cool. I haven't said those two computers in a sentence in a long time. Somebody down the road from me actually is selling an Apple II on Facebook Marketplace, and I was kind of tempted. Oh, I didn't realize the game like actually pauses while I'm navigating my inventory. That's awesome. The entire game won't move unless you do. Oh, okay. Okay, nice. I'm just blasting through this. I didn't even realize that. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. I see. I'm picking up what is being put down here. I love that. Okay. Just don't mind me. I'm just a rookie here. Frick, this sounds so good. My ears are so happy. Look at that. What's the bubbly potion? Oh. Max health increase. Look at that. Where are we at? Okay, let's go down here. Chair is killing me. I gotta get a different chair. This is one of those chairs that, like, when you first sit down in it, you're like, man, this is great. And then after a few hours, it's not. It is in fact not great. Reveal everything. Okay, that's cool. I guess they all do that. Don't do that to me. I'm hit. Bro, this is great. Bought one of those Costco gaming chairs. It sucks. I did something similar at Sam's. I tried a chair there, and I was like, this is great. This is life change. Like, this has altered my life in the best way possible. And then, obviously I didn't sit in it for 4 hours at Sam's. But then, took it home, and no, sir, that wasn't it. That was not it. Quite, oh, freaking bats out of nowhere. Killed my baddie. Okay, this is great. I'm absolutely going to be returning to this 1 billion%. Good stuff. All right. Time has come. Time has come, cyberspace. I apologize. I could literally sit for the next 2 hours doing this, but I need to do adult things and all that stuff. But this was great. This was a lot of fun, and some great stuff. Great stuff suggested here. And Coffee Cup, I mega ultra appreciate the assist and some of the you're just in time, happy dude. We're wrapping up. I appreciate the pack of stuff and some of the suggestions. Really, really cool stuff. I don't know. There's just I love the way that this system sounds and the way it looks. Even just looking at this title screen here and just listening to it that, it's just so good. It's just so good. I appreciate that so much. Much more. Yes, we're absolutely gonna have to do this again. I don't know. This may have to become a freaking monthly thing, honestly, because I want to experience as much as I possibly can on this machine, and it's one of those things where, I'll definitely do some of that myself and just kind of enjoy some of the games myself. But there's just something that I love about sitting here and just kind of geeking out about this stuff with other people. What's going on, Nick? How's it going? It's great to see you. Hopefully you're doing fantastic today. But it's just there's something magical about just sitting here and geeking out about this stuff with other people who also are geeking out about this stuff. I freaking love it. I love it. Because I don't just want to sit here by myself in my room and be like, wow, that sounds great. Wow, that looks great. Frick. It's good. It's good. So yeah, I need to get the mouse situation figured out. And I have not gotten an actual SID chip to put in this thing yet. I was gonna get two to put in here, but I have not done that yet. I thought about pulling the one out of my my original Commodore 64, which is in a socket to be removable. When I restored it, I did put a socket in there so I can pull it out if I need to. Absolutely, Coffee Cup. Absolutely, 1 billion%. Please recommend away. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to take it apart, and I don't really want to. I'd rather just get some new ones, even though I know everybody in the freaking universe right now is wanting to get SID chips specifically for this reason. But yeah, 6581 in order of greatness. 8580 R5 is all you're getting. Nice. That's cool. Noted. Let me make a little note ski of that there. Some of that nonsense. Boom. Add that to my notes. R4AR is rare and expensive. See, I have no clue what I put in this other one. I think I just got what I could get to put in this other one, because the this machine here, this was one that I completely rebuilt this. So I was talking about this at the beginning of the stream, but I got this on a whatnot stream, and it was untested, but I got it. Inevitably, it had some issues. It was a bread bin model, but the posts were broken on it, so it was like the PCB was just flopping around on the inside. I was like, well, that's not that ain't it. So I got this replacement 64C case and put it in there, recapped it. I actually put like a Noctua fan here. And then I put heat sinks on all the chips on the inside, but and it does have like a BIOS mod on it. It's like, what is it, Jiffy DOS or whatever. And I had to replace the SID chip that was in this because one of the channels wasn't working right, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't remember what chip I put in this. I need to look at my eBay history from whenever the heck I did this and do the thing. But yeah, anyway. It was the last revision of the 6581 with the best filters, and it was only out for a small time before C64C came out with the 8580 replacement. Ah, interesting. Okay. See, I appreciate that insight, because I had no idea. I had no clue. I knew there were different revisions of it, but I didn't know, like, if there was which is preferred, or whatever. I know the last time I looked on eBay, it was near impossible to find to find the right to find like any 6581 chips. But let me just take a gander right now and see what we're dealing with. What? 4 rare SID chips, $450. What the heck are these? Good grief. This lot includes 3 Korea chips and 1 Taiwan. These would make an excellent guitar effects box. Good grief. Man, that's wild. I mean, here's one. Jeez, this one is $100. Okay, yeah, I don't know. None of these are saying like what revision they are, unless I can tell from the number. I know someone you can source them from for less. You just search by revision. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to dig into this a little bit more, but yeah. Now I want to take this other one apart and see what the heck I put in it, because I have no clue. But be careful. That's good to know. That's good to know. And I do see that some of the. This is crazy. This is just wild. Like all the little details you have to know to pick some of this stuff out. Like I saw, like this one up here that was like $450. It's like 3 chips are Korean chips, and one is from, well, I guess 3 were manufactured in Korea and one was manufactured in Taiwan. Voltage is different. Yeah, like woo, yeah. Okay, that is a rabbit hole. Yeah, I know that I know that. Yeah, it has a 6581 in it, but I'm not sure which revision is in it. So I'd have to take her apart and check, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I may, depending on which one, I may put that in. I don't know. I was also toying with the give me the numbers. I can tell you when. Oh, nice. Okay, noted. When I do that, I'll do that. But yeah. Okay. Well, cyberspace, I appreciate you hanging out with me on this journey through a bunch of random games on the Commodore 64. We will absolutely do this again at some point in a few weeks. But I can see us doing this again in February and see how that goes. And if there are more to play, then we'll do it again later. But, we'll keep on keeping on here because love it. I appreciate that coffee cup. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody else hanging out as well. And some of the suggestions. There were some really, really good suggestions. Had some good suggestions, requests in chat, and like that the Sonic 1 port, that was great. That was fantastic. I'm gonna have to play some more of that. Like it's several. Like basically every one of these games that I've played. With the exception of Oregon Trail, I want to return to and play again. So play, see how much further I can get in some of these games or whatever. But some really, really good stuff. Next week, I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna play next week. I gotta figure that out. There are a few random games I have on my list. I do, like I mentioned earlier, I do want to play some NES games. I do have Gimmick on my list. I just got the newer release of Gimmick, and Super Mario Brothers 3 Mix. I want to play that too. And I don't know. There's so many games that I want to play, and I just get freaking decision paralysis about this kind of stuff. But we'll get there. Later I'll show you how to overclock and play slow 3D. Oh, okay. I'm a big fan of that. I like the sound of that. But anyway, special version of Stunt Car Racer that was made. Oh, go on. Go on. That may give the game slower on purpose so you could overclock to 20 megahertz and it would run at 50 frames per second. Wow. That's awesome. That's amazing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely have to add that to the list of things to do here. So yeah, seems like the Commodore 64 will be returning in February for some more of that action. But anyway, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I have so many notes to go through of stuff that we've talked about here tonight. Different suggestions that people have had and everything. So anyway, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night and an unbelievably fantastic rest of your week. And all of you stay very, very warm. If you're getting some crazy weather this coming weekend, we definitely are here. It's like basically 100% chance of crazy snow. But anyway, hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your week. And I will see you all very, very soon for some more MKTV. Deuces.